Breitbart here is, Kurt, is, I guess, wading into new territory, right? I mean, they're not just a website. They are basically saying we're going to go out and be what they call a rebuttal or a fact check, when actually it looks like they're the fake news, but in classic projection format, they're calling everyone else the fake news. Discuss.
Yeah, they're basically the propaganda arm of the Roy Moore campaign, just as they acted that way for the Donald Trump campaign. They're not a news organization. They're not interested in finding facts, not interested in reporting objectively. They're interested in trying to spin and distort and ultimately really lie to the people that are reading Breitbart every day and trying to form informed opinions from there. It's a scary prospect. But really, Steve is putting a lot on the line right now, and he's really jeopardizing the future. And you know, at some point, the candidates that he's going to line up behind, and he's talked very bombastically about this League of Extraordinary Candidates that he's going to run against all of Mitch McConnell's guys in the Senate. They're going to get asked, how do you feel about having someone endorse you who stood by a child molester, a child predator? How do you feel about that? It's going to be weaponized against him. And it's interesting, he's been quiet since the second person stepped forward today at the Gloria Allred press conference. It'll be interesting to see if they change their tone at all after that, because he's really putting himself out on a limb all by himself.
Well, and Kurt, you've worked around Republican politics. Mitch McConnell is not known for sticking his neck out first. He is known for reflecting like a weather vane what's going on with his caucus. Here he was saying, I believe the women. Take a listen.
Do you believe these allegations to be true?
I believe the women, yes. I think he should step aside.
Are you encouraging a write-in campaign with Senator Strange?
That's an option we're looking at.
Kurt, you see there, first of all, important that he's taking that stand regarding what the facts that have been gathered regarding the women's accusations. But second, the expulsion, he's not yet all the way there. We've reported on others. Walk us through the GOP on this right now.
Well, this is setting up to be a perfect storm for Republicans in the Senate. They cannot have someone who's been accused of these things be a United States Senator, caucus with them, someone that they have to try to court their vote to move an agenda forward.
Is it worse if he wins for the Republican Party?
It's a disaster for the Republican Party, because one of two things will happen. They'll either have to sit him, and he'll be there every day, and this will be a story and a narrative that will not go away, or they're going to try to expel him, which will create a completely different Republican versus Republican fight. The conversation of trying to unseat someone who's been elected by the voters with all of this out there, that is not the narrative you want, especially going into 2018.